Today I'm painting the Abomination from HeroQuest, the board game. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a good day. This guy is primed with Wolf Gray primer from the Army Painter because his skin was pretty much blue and this was just making it a lot easier to paint. Alright, we're going to be using some Ghoul Gray. This is a unique color. We're going to be using this on all of the scales. I just want to mention something about this miniature. There are 3 in the set. However, all the arms that holding the spear were as if they were completely not inserted properly. There was a huge gap. I had to fill that in with some liquid green stuff. By the way, that stuff works amazing. I never used green stuff before to fill in cracks in that, and I should have, but I found this liquid version, and it's almost like you're plastering a wall. So you can't even see it on his arm right here, the left arm. It's right by his shoulder. Once you put the primer over it, it's like it's part of the mini. But it was a little sad to see how the gap was there. It was huge. I mean, I'm surprised that passed through like the inspection, because that was just crazy. I've never seen such a huge gap on a miniature. Anyway, so like I said, painting all the Ghoul Gray. This is gonna be on all the scales, and with the next color too. And anyways, I do something. I always try different things me on miniatures, and the shade I'm gonna be using later on, it's like it almost blended everything, but it turns out amazing what I did with this. I love painting this miniature. It turns out perfect. I really like it. Using a little bit of opal skin now. This is a skin tone from their box set from the Army Painter, and I was kind of surprised how Ghoul Gray and this opal skin was almost the same color. Okay, maybe it's because it's on top of the blue, and it came out the same. But you know, in the end, that's pretty much what you wanted, because this guy's skin is pretty much blue, and he has like these highlights and stuff at certain spots. So hopefully this kind of brings it out when you're doing a miniature. You look at it, you're looking at it now, like this is why you need a wash though, because some people don't put washes or shades, and this is what their miniature will look like. And obviously I was like that in the beginning when I started painting. They were horrible, my first miniatures painted, but you know, they turned out pretty good. So yeah, I'm doing the same color on the eyes there, just because later on I'll be using a yellow color that would have probably not worked on the blue. Just doing a second coat of that opal skin to make sure I get every coverage I really wanted, and also not losing any of the details. Using a little bit of Kraken skin. This is a very fluorescent greenish color. I'm going to be using this on his little robe there, or his little loincloth. Again, with the shade later on, it's going to be all blended in perfectly. Don't be afraid. When you see what shade I'm using, don't be afraid to use these shades, because from Citadel they are amazing. They're not too thick. You'll really see this coming up real soon. I want to mention too, guys, that we're really well on our way to 300 subscribers. Thank you so much for all the support. I also want to thank my latest Ko-fi supporter, the real Kalvin Harris, who supported the channel as well. So thank you very much for that. The link to be able to support the channel will be down below. I just used some Babe Blonde on the eyes just so that it lets it dry. Babe Blonde is also very shiny as a color. I don't know why it's glossy. Anyways, and then I'm using some leather brown now. I use a part on the handle of his trident or staff or whatever you want to call that thingy, and on the belt that's going to be around his little skirt there, or loincloth. Then we're going to be using a little bit of shining silver on the entirety or the rest of that staff or that trident or spear. I don't know. Shining silver, very silvery, very shiny, very bright. But again, later on with the shade, it's just going to come out looking amazing. It's going to give the artwork I wanted. Now the bases, I'm just painting them all black for this game, and it's just going to be very simple. Banshee brown for the teeth, and for the nails on the hands and feet. So this guy's getting a little mani-pedi. Like I was saying, I'm just basing the bases in black for this game. I might do some nice bases later on and just put a couple pictures on my Instagram or whatever, which the link is also down below in the description. And yeah. Alright, moving on now to some barbarian flesh, and this is going to be for all the corals. So there's some starfish on them and some corals on them, and I like the barbarian flesh. It's like an orangey flesh color, and I found it was like almost perfect for this area of the miniature, like the sea dwelling stuff and the crustacean part. Like it's it's been sitting on them for a while or something. A little bit of mythical orange to dab the eyes to finish us off, and here we go with the shade, Drakenhof Nightshade. Now you kind of want to get it on thick but not too thick, but as you can see it just blends all that ghoul gray and that opal skin all into like a type of blue, but like lighter areas, and almost giving it a highlight. And I was a little afraid first. I also put on the spear, so it gives it like a blue tint to that silver. Even on top of the corals, it just turns out nice. I just love it. So there you go, folks. It's finished and ready for the table. Here's the 3 of them all done. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you all in the next one.